so in case I drop frames, I can still see the game. And pretty much ready to go, except for the fact that I realized my controller's not plugged in. Kind of quiet. Okay. Give me 1 second. Oh, actually, no, let me turn the game volume up. Actually, that should be fine. So that should be good for that. Hopefully my mic volume's okay. Wires are getting tangled. See, you notice how I hide the timer, the 24-hour timer, in between games, so that I can fudge if it's close. Okay, good. So we got that working. Recently did a derust to this, so let me make sure my timer is actually working. Okay, my timer is working. So I think we're all ready to get going. If it still winds up being a bit quiet, I'm sorry. Might just have to deal with it for the first game, because I want to get started here. 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. As you can tell by the bottom scrolling thing, I'm running 100%, and for 100% you need to collect all the clues in the game, all the food items in the game, and beat the boss. That's essentially it. I am currently the only runner who runs on the Xbox version, so although my movements aren't ideal, it's still world record because Xbox is quite a bit faster than GameCube. Not only is it quicker to catch ghosts, supposedly, but it also, just the general movement of the characters is faster. And the loads, of course, is a given. Yeah, Xbox is pretty much a cheat in this category. You were in this game. So this is the first level, Haunting at Hambridge. It's pretty much a tutorial level going through. You don't even have the main game mechanic until halfway through the level. But they have some of the trickiest to collect collectibles and things. For example, the lettuce, which you'll see later, you have to catch all the ghosts in the mansion to even get. Now, I'm not 100% sure about this because we haven't tested it anywhere, but we're pretty sure Shaggy's faster, but not by enough to really make a difference. And Scooby can crawl through holes, so it's usually better to use Scooby because you need to get through a bunch of holes and stuff to progress.
I found something. Good job, Scoob.
Ah, kind of figured that blue ghost was going to get me. He's usually further down the hallway, to my defense. Oh, they are both the same? It just looks faster? Oh, okay. Thanks, Baz, for the informations. So right now I'm just trying to get to the Tome of Doom as fast as possible, avoiding getting hit by anyone as much as I can.
Like this place really creeps me out.
But heading back it gets a little bit more complicated. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, open that door. Yeah, because now I'm here to get the annex key. Is it the annex key or is this the basement key? This one might be the basement key. Hideout key. Basement keys later. Different level. Oh. I knew I was going to run in that shadow. Bad ghosts. The only other thing I can really think about this level is that it introduces right here the mechanic of the book. Okay, see you later, Baz. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be here all day.
What'd you find there?
Um,
Velma!
and it introduces it in the cutscene that I just skipped, but we still don't technically know how to use it. We have to let Velma see it and explain it to us, but to do that, Velma needs her glasses, so. Now, there are two main resources while doing 100%. You don't have to worry about this as much in any percent. Those resources are Mojo, which is pretty much what the book runs on. You have to worry about Mojo, and you have to worry about Scooby and Shaggy's health. That's pretty much it. In any percent, you do have to still catch these ghosts. In 100%, you have to catch a lot more ghosts in Hambridge to get the last ingredient in the game. Oh, I didn't get the shadow page. I'm an idiot. Often forget you need the shadow page. So here I want to lower his health a little bit, or catch him, because when I come back in this next room, I shouldn't have enough mojo to... You'll notice I'm sort of catching him on the mojo to refill while I'm still catching him. And it's almost impossible to get past these guys while catching them, just because of the way they work. Now I really want to go into the next room with full mojo, so I'm actually going to catch and drag this guy back.
Come here, Shadow.
And just fill up on mojo before I head out. Because otherwise I don't have enough to catch the ghosts before I get to the next area where I can refill the book.
Come to Shaggy.
So now let's see if I can sneak past him. No, couldn't.
Hey, Scooby found a clue.
I want this green ghost next, because
Oh, crazy ghost.
if I don't catch that green ghost, he goes into a really annoying to reach spot. Oh, good. I was afraid I didn't have enough. The mojo managing is a real pain in the butt for 100% in this game. I'm going to get on Discord a little bit later if anyone in the Scooby community wants to join me.
Come here, Shadow.
So I'll probably be on midway through this run. Now here's another small trick. If you spam A, you can actually push that bookshelf while that cutscene's playing. So it sort of looks like the whole room layout changes.
I caught alive.
Lower his health a little bit. Because in here now there's like just enough to...
Like, you thought I was afraid of the dark.
Okay, so now I should be able to finish catching the blue and green ghosts.
Yeah.
Because in the next room is Mojo, so...
Like we did it, Scoob.
This tomato's rooted here because there's some mojo. Jerk. Get over to the mojo. Darn it. Now I'm gonna have to take some time to refill my mojo because I didn't react fast enough to him. Just 2 should be good. I'm pretty sure it's optimal to have Scooby go alone up here. But, you know, it's faster to just go up with Shaggy if you take an hour to set up Scooby going alone. No! I don't want to catch that ghost ever, because if you catch him last, you can just refill your mojo. Now I sort of have to, like... It's annoying. I think there's some mojo in the next room. Oh, there might not be. This might not be good. Might have to come back in this room, unfortunately. Oh no, good, there's some mojo here. Hopefully I can get him through the wall. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, in this level, they still don't expect you to know how they work. And they're really good at hiding all the food and clues from you. I don't think I'm going to do a clue or food check. Unfortunately, I have to refill on mojo before I can go catch him. I'm going to have to refill again later, so... Just to make sure I go into the boss fight with full mojo. Really unoptimal handbridge so far. If I can get a good boss fight, maybe I'll be okay. Lettuce there, good. Quick food check. Yep, I got everything. So now what happens is Shaggy gets scared into a corner and it's up to Scooby to save the day and rescue Shaggy. So here it's optimal to catch this guy. That blue guy there. And then there's another green ghost right over here, yep. And when you catch those guys, you pretty much have enough, you've used enough of your mojo that the main boss will drop full mojo filling. See, like that one. That one will restore all my mojo. Oh. Let's push this bookshelf. Now to catch the big ghost, I want one more. Yeah. Another small thing, and hopefully I can get to the big ghost quick. Find him at all. He's over there. So even though it was a relatively bad segment, I saved 5 seconds. Hopefully I'm actually running against world record. Yeah, I have to be running against... Let's see. That's sum of best. Or wait, maybe I'm running against sum of average. Oh yeah, I was running against sum of average. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, so that's world record, I think, 141.17. That makes more sense. So I lost a lot of time optimally through the run I did the first time. And I believe I got all the clues and everything. Wasn't checking because I was too busy worried about my split. That's the word. Okay, so about midway through the the movie level, there is
Scooby-Doo!
there's a cutscene that plays that is somewhat unskippable. I'm going to head into the Scooby Discord during that. And if anyone wants to join me for commentary, feel free. And if it gets to be too crazy, I'll again stop and just do on my own. But we'll see. So if you move optimally through this room in the movie theater, on the way back, both ghosts will be over with the poltergeists. And it looks like they're not. Well, that makes sense. I got hit by one of the ghosts, I think, so. I loved this level as a kid. It was great. It's also one of the longer levels in the game. And now I don't have to worry as much about Mojo. Because there are only, like, 4, I think, ghosts you have to catch in this whole level. And it's a long level. Maybe a bit more than 4. Now, luckily, the puzzles in this game never change. So, it's just memorization in terms of the puzzles. So the first puzzle coming up probably gave a lot of people trouble. It's the lever puzzle. And what you normally have to do is go around the whole movie set looking for the little hints they threw all over the walls. There's a cutscene to introduce the little hints. And that's a main theme throughout this game, is puzzles where you have to go and look around for the answers. But because the answers never change, when you're speedrunning, it's just a matter of memorization. Ah, darn it. Really thought I was going to sneak in behind him there. That's unfortunate, though. We got one ghost that we have to catch.
Like I've got one! Like that ghost is toast!
You'll notice in general I just try to end closest to where I want to be after all the ghosts are caught. Of course, sometimes it can't work out like that, but... Oh, there are more than... You have to do a bunch of ghost catching to catch the... Oh, what's it called? The mummies. Nope, that way. When coming out of, like, doorways and stuff, sometimes Scooby-Doo and Shaggy can be a bit
Oh, a castle! They're
iffy.
full of ghosts!
Hi, Spice Orange. What's going on? Hope you're doing alright. It's sometimes funny when the ghosts follow you all the way over here, because their Z position is locked, so they're just floating really high above you. So at this point in time I got, I believe it's the, oh my god, I believe it's the castle key. No. The backstage key, I believe. Which is over here. You're great. I'm pretty good, you know. I'm done with school now, so thus this marathon. 100 followers is also nice. Thanks a lot for that. Hope everyone's having a good Memorial Day weekend so far if you're from the US. So as I said, this is part of the just memorization of the puzzles. All you have to do is hit 4 in 1 when you walk into this room and the puzzle gets solved. Groovy. So I have a great lineup. I'm speedrunning every single game I know today. So that's going to be Mystery Mayhem, followed by Animal Crossing, followed then by... What did I want to do after Animal Crossing? Followed then by Super Mario Sunshine. Then after that, a Night of 100 Frights run. Not any percent, though, because I'm doing that at the very end. Then a Night of 100 Frights run, then a Link to the Past run. Then I have a special surprise for everyone, a game I've never run on stream before, officially. Oh no. That's not good. I hate that. I hope I'm back now. My internet has been kind of bad recently. Hopefully it doesn't stay horrible this whole marathon. So this room isn't really as much of a puzzle as it is just stupid, in my opinion. It's a really silly puzzle. You're just sort of figuring out what all the buttons do.
10, 9, 8, 7, 3.
So this is pretty much the first place now where the run begins to differ a bit from the any percent. So I gotta get some ham.
I'll wait for you right here, Scoop. Okay,
Yummy
Maggie.
ham.
Scooby-Doo!
And now it gets a bit different because I have to make sure to route in the clues and the lettuce in the next couple rooms.
Oh no, a graveyard. Don't worry, Scoob. Like it's only a movie set.
Now I want to avoid the inside path here, because if I take the very inside of the path, swamp monsters jump out from the movie set and will scare the two of them.
Scooby-Doo!
See, I'm not entirely sure if climbing with just Shaggy is with just Scooby is faster, or if climbing with Scooby and Shaggy is faster. It seems to me that just climbing with Scooby is faster, but I could be wrong.
You go in, Scoob.
So
I'll
here's a
wait here for you.
cutscene. No, 100% is actually almost identical to the any percent run. There's literally like maybe a minute and a half difference, because you're doing things like this that are just slightly out of the way. It's not, it's harder because there are places where you have to do a bit more, but in general it doesn't take that much more time. I think it's the difference in the end of 20 minutes versus the 2 world records, if you compare both of them. Good. I got through without Dracula scaring me.
Hey, look, Scoob. There's a staircase going down. Hey!
A lot of the time save in this run isn't until Bayou and maybe
With a clue, a clue. Hey, Scooby found a clue.
Bayou and maybe like
Fuck it.
the minecart ride.
Throw stuff at me now, will ya? Did you see that, Scooby?
Okay, good. I'm ending with a pretty good amount of mojo. I think it's safe to leave now.
Well done, Scoop.
So now it's possible, actually, if you're quick enough, to catch up to and pass the Red Knight here. Yep, there we go. I'm now past the Red Knight. So, at this point in time, I've caught the Red Knight. So I don't know why he's still running that way. Okay. Now we're on to sort of the late half of the game. I'm going to be jumping in Discord in just a minute there, if anyone wants to stop by and say hi to stream. And if quality goes down a ton more, not that it's not already kind of crappy with the frame drops I'm probably no doubt having, then feel free to stop by and say hi. I'm going to be on all day, so feel free to come and join. So now, here we're setting up a bunch of the staircases. Triggering this.
Aw, man.
We're setting up a bunch of the staircases, or the whatever these are called, the giant walls to walk on. We're setting up a bunch of them for a later segment where we have to grab mustard as well as some parts for a crane to free Scooby-Doo and Daphne.
Do it again with feeling.
So in the any percent, you'd normally just climb up that ladder. But in the 100%, you have to push this to go get us ingredient. Okay, and before I forget... Oh no, I have to do it when I come back now. So as soon as I get Scooby, I gotta remember to get the clue at the Coliseum. I usually do it when it's just Shaggy, but... So now the mummies are free. I want to not get hit by them. That was unoptimal movement, but it's okay. It's not like the whole game is movement or anything.
Okay, now look nervous.
Like, I am nervous.
I do have a bit of allergies, so if I mute the mic occasionally to sneeze, please excuse me. Just want to make sure everyone on stream can hear me and that quality is good. So if someone would let me know.
Okay, now look.
100% of this game used to be a lot longer than any percent, but that was because after you were done with the actual game itself, you had to go through and complete all the mini games, which some people liked. I personally didn't think it was necessary, because the mini games seemed kind of arbitrary.
Like, thanks.
So the long-ish cutscene is coming up just in a second. I have to grab the eggs and the gear first. You'll notice a lot of this game is just manipulating like the camera to precisely control Shaggy and Scooby. As well as knowing the puzzles ahead of time. Otherwise it's not a very hard game to learn or to run. If you're starting out speedrunning, this is definitely a game you might want to pick up and try. Of course, it's not super popular. And if you don't have it, I wouldn't go out of the way to get it. Especially because it seems like not a lot of people have an original Xbox. And it was not ported to the 360. So, it's only runnable on the original Xbox, really, if you want a good time. Of course, if you have the GameCube version, you could take second if you got good enough. Okay, here's the cutscene I'm talking about. I'm going to jump into Discord real quick. Scooby-Doo. Let's go to speedrunning. Okay, and now I should be in the Discord. Not 100% sure if I actually am in the Discord or not, but hopefully I am. So this is sort of the Egypt section now. And also let me know if quality starts to dip. It might be the internet, it might just be
Like Pisak.
it might be the internet, it might be the fact that I'm on Discord. So here is where we get the mummy page, and now we have to start catching a lot of these guys. These are the first enemies with 3 bars of health. Now, unfortunately, each mummy takes a bit over half of a thing to catch, half of a half your mojo to catch. So you have to refill after each mummy. And optimally, yeah, something like that happens where you can get like perfectly enough. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! He's stomping. And I want to fill up a little bit here because after I rescue Scooby, I want to have enough to catch at least one. There we go.
Zoinks! Like, couldn't they be filming a musical or something?
So if I time this right, should be able to run right through the axes now. Or not.
Beautiful.
Might get some safety Scooby snacks. We'll see. If I get hit by the fire, I'll get some safety snacks. Nah, I'm through. You know what? No use risking getting hit more. I think I can actually grab some on the way through here, yeah.
Okay, now look scared.
I am scared.
So at this point in time, I have to backtrack a tiny bit to get an ingredient that they cleverly hid up above the boulder that falls on you earlier. Of course, I skipped that cutscene, so it might be a little bit confusing to see. Now, if any of you have played this game before, you'll know the final boss is a Red Knight, and I'll explain this more when I get to it. But essentially, there are extremely risky strats where you let him damage you a ton, because when Scooby and Shaggy get to low health, they'll run. And this is normally not practical, just the way they control and how often you need to usually input. It's not practical to stay at kind of low health and run. It might eventually be found out to be super optimal, but I don't think it will be, because the amount of time it takes to get the getting hit animation and, you know, jumping into each other's arms and jumping out of each other's arms, and the fact that you can die, I think just makes it overall just not a good thing to do. Here's the dumb poltergeist that pushes that away from you both times. And as long as you know what you're doing, you won't get hit by it. See, he's gonna push it away again. Now I just gotta not run into it, because it still has a damaging hitbox until the sound goes away. And if you listened closely, you could still hear it actually making the sound. Oop, where am I going? I'm not going this way, that's where I'm going. I gotta go get the fuse. Silly me. I did a derust of this too. Because I've done, I think, 2 runs since I got world record. 1 race with Holy, 1 race with Anti-Tony. Except the race with Anti-Tony was 80%, so it doesn't really count. This game is also pretty fun to play casually. If you don't know the solution to all the puzzles, it's actually quite a long game. There's a lot of backtracking to find solutions to the puzzles and stuff. Double check that. I am actually in Discord. Okay, good. Here we have to wait a second for the bridge to come down. And I often wind up screwing that up anyway. Okay, so now I know in the mummy room I don't actually have to fill my mojo because there's a thing there and you run past a bunch of stuff. I wasn't thinking when I got it. I'm just so used to having full mojo that. Now we rescue Scoob. Now that we have the gear and the thing. So we're gonna get a cutscene. It's not gonna make any sense now, but the mummies essentially surround you during this cutscene. Oh no, it's not a cutscene that they surround you. Oh, let me go get the clue while I remember. These stairs can be annoying to navigate, especially with this controller that I have. Where'd Scooby go? Scooby got stuck on the stairs.
Zoinks! Hey, Scoob, you're back. Like you want to go first?
Kidding me?
Excellent.
Okay, so I have to switch to Scooby-Doo there, because as you'll see in a little bit, I need to crawl. And with Scooby-Doo getting stuck on the stairs, I was worried that,
Here, Scoob. Okay, Raggy.
I was worried that if it happened again, I wouldn't be able to get the cage key.
Scooby-Doo, are you all right? No.
In general, you want to keep your, movement going while you crawl with Scooby. Like, you see when I didn't the other time, they both skidded to a stop, and that's not a good thing. You don't want them to ever skid to a stop. Okay, so you want to drag these mummies a bit over here, because this guy is bad. If you catch him, and you can't drag him away from his sarcophagus, he can kill you. He can get in there and then really ruin your day. Okay, mostly caught him, which is what you want to do. You want to catch one and mostly catch another one, because there's not a lot of mojo in that room. Use the fact that you can essentially fill up on mojo here to catch one of these guys. The other one's going to hide in the sarcophagus, and while he's doing that, you can go catch the mummy at the far side. Then you also leave this room with full mojo as well to go catch the other 1.5 mummies you left in the other room. Oh, that was close. Now I want to drag this guy a bit over towards this. So even after catching him, I can end with sort of full. Where are you going? Come on.
Looking for your mummy?
It's RNG when they stomp, and if you're not dragging them backwards, the stomp will hit you. Because the Tome of Doom, its radius isn't great. Compared to the mummy's stomp radius is like ridiculously amazing.
Looking for your mummy?
And you can't start dragging monsters until they're relatively weak.
Mummy!
So it's all RNG. Oh. Man, there are several games that I'm going to have to mash buttons like a maniac. This, of course, being one of them. Now, I think if I get there, I think the boss fight takes 2 minutes. So I think I should be saving the 7 seconds here. Might take less than 2 minutes. Hopefully I got everything and didn't miss anything.
Why doesn't he ever get tired?
Depending on movement, of course. Because there are a bunch of optimization that you can do. Because the Red Knight himself, this isn't an auto-scroller. The quicker you run through, I think, 3 laps. Yeah, the quicker you can run through 3 laps, the quicker you run through 3 laps, once you get done with the 3rd lap, he dies. Now this boss has
Gaining on us.
speed struts where he can hit a ton of your health. So what you do is you let him hit you, and it makes Scooby and Shaggy run. That's an extremely risky strat, and at most saves 2 seconds. It's not worth it at all with the amount of optimization that's still left to be done in the run. Especially because this game isn't run super competitively in any sense. It's better to just get a decent time than the 2-second super optimal time with Scooby and Shaggy running. The other thing I wanted to say was shoutouts to Fred, who's a complete moron and can't solve this puzzle at all. And that is the reason you have to run around 3 times instead of just once. So, thanks Fred for any time loss. I see that you typed something, Spice, but give me a second. This part's a little intensive on me in movement, so give me a second.
Faster, Scoob! He's right behind us!
You see, like, the corners. I have to try to remember the corners and the crates that they throw at you. Like that one. I often get hit by that one. Because the thing about this game is even though you're controlling Scooby,
He's gaining on us!
part of your hitbox is still in Shaggy. Okay. 1.5 Mummies sounds like a great show. Oh yeah? 3. Okay, good. I got all 5 clues. 90% sure I got all 5 ingredients as well. Okay, good. Scared for a second. This time I didn't click save 100 times, which is optimal. Okay, Weird Wild West. The first thing that I have to do is catch a couple of poltergeists. And to catch them optimally, I want to catch the one close to me first, far away from me second. Then I can get unlucky and they can hit me with their with the things they throw. Luckily they didn't.
Ready, red, roll.
Notice Scooby's cheating there. Doesn't actually get you points, but it's kind of funny. Now, this game is relatively... This is just a timed thing. And it's... you're essentially just waiting for Shaggy to... Like, Shaggy will almost never beat you in this game. You're just generally bad at it. As long as you're burping and keeping your movement speed relatively fast, Shaggy won't beat you. I do, however, go for personal scores. Yeah, let Shaggy get those. Yeah, my personal best in this is like 9,000 something.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
This next room I think they just added because they thought they needed a Scooby-Doo type moment. Now if you notice, this first door is the only door you have to make sure you know she went in. Now the rest of these doors, they spawn ghosts. But all these ghosts have particle effects that you can see through the door. So as long as you don't go to the one door where you just came from, you just look for the door without the particle effects. And that's the door she's in. It's great.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah, the game is a little quiet, I think. Not sure.
Get away from me.
Hopefully everyone can hear it okay, and it's a good balance with my voice. Okay, here's a room that you can actually die on quite easily. There are these ghosts here, and the way this lantern works, if you run out of lantern fuel, Scooby and Shaggy get scared and die. However, what can happen is the ghosts can hit you before you actually are in a relatively safe radius while you're turning off the lantern, and if that happens, they can hit you into the darkness and instantly kill you. So, I'm going to try my best to avoid that happening, but, you know, it's relatively sort of luck-based. Because see, right there, if that ghost hits you there, he can kill you. Because you'll turn off the lantern, but still be in the radius of the darkness and die. So this is where just knowing the game comes in handy. Purple, orange, red. See, because you're supposed to go around the whole town, figure out exactly which notes you have to hit to do that.
A clue. A clue.
And there are literally 2 clues right in this first room. So 100% you spend way more time in this room than in any percent. And the ghosts hit you way more often. They're the most annoying ghosts ever, I think. Okay, so first things first, we're going to grab the liquid soap and the hot peppers. Might be optimal to grab the hot peppers a little later, but I'm gonna grab them now. Just because I remember them. Might as well get them.
You right here, Scoop.
Okay, Raggy. Raggy.
Because then you can come right across, and if the Dust Devil's not a jerk, which he wasn't, get right in here. You're supposed to come in here a little bit later.
Scooby-Doo!
Raggy.
Yay, I did that in a little bit of a wrong order. That's okay, though. You're supposed to, come down here first. That's right. Because you want the handsaw when you go in there. Wasted a little bit of time, probably about 5 seconds-ish at most. If this Dust Devil doesn't see me, which he did. I was lucky. For some reason, the Dust Devils can't go on the wooden floors. Because you're supposed to have the handsaw to get through here right away.
Quickly, Scoob, and bring me back
Get
the
the vault
sandwich,
key.
will ya?
Come on, get in the... Please tell me I have Shaggy with me. Yes.
Hey, Scoob, you're back.
Now with the vault and the bank key, I can get in here to get the shovel. And you're supposed to not be able to get the mummy page until after you've done the minecart section. But like always, it's a puzzle. And if you memorize it, you can get it at any point in time.
Scooby-Doo!
Raggy.
And now from here, yep, the bacon, of course. I had bacon for breakfast. It was delicious. You jerk. Dust Devils are really annoying because they actually pull you until the very end. So they can drag you all over the map, and especially since the final boss is entirely Dust Devils, one of the most annoying fights ever. So coming up is one of the worst parts about this game, the minecart ride. Now, this minecart ride isn't that bad in any percent. However, in 100% you have to collect 100 and something nuggets, 127 nuggets I believe is the magic number. So nugget collecting is extremely important. As it's relatively not lenient about it. So in this first room I really want to get as many as possible. It's not too much of a big deal if I don't optimally collect nuggets. But it's looking pretty good so far. I just sort of want to worry more about surviving, because having to redo a section is way more unforgiving than missing a nugget. Because if you have to redo a section, you have to collect all the nuggets in that section again. So if I remember correctly, it's this way. Yep. There are just some places where you have to memorize where the nuggets go. Otherwise, you're just memorizing enemy patterns mostly. Darn, I missed one. That's okay. See, there, you want to sort of... there's a section there where he throws a rock at you. And the thing is, the rock is aimed always where you are. And since the rock's always aimed where you are, instead of where, like, instead of a specific section, you gotta wait until, like, you essentially gotta wait until, you essentially have to wait until he throws the rock to shift your position at all. If you don't wait until he throws the rock, he'll, like, throw the rock directly at you. I'm doing pretty good actually on stuff so far. As long as I remember to not jump there, I should be good. That one's mean because they put it in a pattern that makes it look like you should jump, but you jump over all of them if you do. So now there's a clue in this segment. Yeah, there's a clue in this segment. Oh no, next segment, never mind. There's a clue in the next segment coming up that you just have to memorize is there and know the route to get there. Okay, I know there's a section coming up that I freak out on every time and have to jump over. Yeah, that. And that was actually way too close for comfort. I'm going in up, actually, on nuggets. I normally have way too few nuggets at this point in time. Okay, in here, this is the area with the clue. Stay to the right. That last nugget's a trap. Okay, good. So now I got the clue, which is good. That's all we really needed. Now I gotta make sure I get through here without dying. Oh, nice. Okay, so now I'm in the last segment of the minecart. Yeah, level 4 is a little ugly, but once you know how to do it, it's not horrible. I'm actually at 119, which is really good. I'm normally at 111, and I have to collect every single thing in this section, but I can be a little bit safe about it because I already have enough to open the cheese, which is nice. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. It's one of the meanest things they do right at the end there. So that was a ridiculously good minecart. That was deathless and the most ideal nugget route I've ever had. So I am extremely proud of that minecart section. So this minecart split is when I start the final fight,
Good job, Scoob.
I believe. See, there's the code for the safe. So you're only supposed to get the code for the safe now, which obviously is not true. So you catch one dust devil on the way there, or at least most of one. Ideally, yes. Ideally, you get him at the very tail end of the book there, because you can fill up a bit on your whatchamacallit here. Get the ham. Don't go further than the ham. If you go further than the ham, you have to do the minecart all over again. It can be the worst thing in the world. Okay, so the only thing about here is that I have to get enough mojo to not only catch this guy, but also have full mojo going into the final boss fight, because otherwise the final boss fight can take forever. You seriously ran all the way down here, you jerk? Come on. Okay, I want to start catching him near this this thing here. Okay, I should have a good amount of mojo, despite everything. It does teleport you up to the top, so it's not too much of a time loss that he ran down there. So I get as much mojo as I can before starting the final boss, and I saved like 10 seconds. That's a gold. I might have to change the hue of my gold because it doesn't look quite... It looks a little bit strange on this background. This is the first time I'm using this layout, so...
Like I'll take the wind out of you.
So, mojo routing in this fight is very important. You have to make sure you don't run out. And so it's usually optimal to let the Dust Devil run circles on you while you're making sure you have enough mojo. And he can be a bit annoying sometimes. One of the good mechanics of this game is that while you have the book open, mojo will actually, like, hunt you down. So if you get close enough to mojo, it'll just refill. So far this fight is looking pretty good, and I'm getting lucky with their mojo drops. I think it's also because I have full health. So the only thing they're throwing is mojo and harmful things. It's gonna be bad. Yeah, I kind of figured one would get me. So I want to grab this snack box to once again get it full health. I don't have enough mojo to catch this guy, even with this green, so I'm going to try to also grab this orange.
That's it. Spin right into the book.
Ah,
Ow!
still didn't have enough. Okay, good, there's a green. Greens refill a lot. Okay, and so now this guy takes pretty much a full mojo bar, and he's extremely annoying. Okay.
Like I've got one. Oops.
Okay. So this over here should be enough to catch him. Oops, did I get it? Yeah, I did. Okay, that green will help too. I'll grab it. Might as well. Okay. Saved another 2 seconds off of that. Now I should have a lot of time saving this next segment here. Got all the clues. That's good. 90% sure I got all the snack ingredients. Yep, I did. You'll see I have a ridiculous amount of time save in my lab segment. It's ridiculous just how much time save I have in lab and puzzles. Absolutely insane. Hopefully I can get the puzzle first try though. There are strats to not get hit by him, but it often loses me time. Rather than just taking the hit. Don't climb in pipes. It's dangerous. So again, another situation where this puzzle's really annoying, unless you know the solution. And this gets you the only item you use in this game, in this level, really, the scuba gear. It introduces a slightly new mechanic of swimming, which is probably the worst. The alligators, their AIs are written to be ridiculous. They essentially home in on you and will get you no matter what you do. It is really bothersome. So as long as I can stay away from the alligators, this part is simple. But otherwise, it's a little bit troublesome to try to essentially hide from them, because you can use the triggers, and I think another button, but I'm not sure. I always use the triggers. You can use the triggers to hide under the water from the alligators. But if I can stay away from this guy, I shouldn't have to worry about it this swimming segment. But there are a couple swimming segments later where I actually have to extremely worry about the alligators. Also, Scooby's walking animation when he gets up on the pier is super slow. So you try to get as close to where he takes the thing off as possible, so he only has to take a couple steps. Reunite with Shaggy. And then the last thing. And head back into the puzzle room, because now we have to do the puzzle. This puzzle is also memorization, but this one's a little harder to memorize because it's one of the most complicated puzzles in the game. And it's not as simple as do this once, do this twice. It's a more in-depth puzzle. Did I miss something? I did.
Great.
So unfortunately, you gotta watch this cutscene a billion times because of the way the puzzle works. So the first thing I always do is I hit this switch over here. So I want to go
don't think so. I don't think so. Great.
There it is. Okay. I used to have all these things memorized and I could get it relatively quickly. Now I just sort of guess at it. Because I've forgotten entirely what I was supposed to be doing there. I want to push this in. Do I want to switch that one? I do want to switch that one. That one has to be switched. I want to push this down. Push this across. Does that get swapped? I believe that those two get swapped.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Great.
From here, pretty sure this has to be switched. I know this has to be pushed in. Push that one, I believe. Yeah, this one has to be pushed. This has to feed through there. Now the only thing is to push one of those, but I've trapped myself like an idiot. Okay. Goes there. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Now we go. There we go. Okay, figured it out. Got it. Got it. Wait. Did I get it? No, I didn't. The heck am I doing? Come on. Figure it out, Michael. We do want this going in through this way. Yes, that's what we want. Okay. Damn, this is annoying. Hate this puzzle. So I'm not sure if I will save time on this segment. I might lose time because of that poor movement. I have to grab a couple of safety Scooby snacks because there's a part later that's really, really bad.
I don't think so.
And the alligator can kill you and then you have to redo the whole puzzle, and that's essentially Rip Run. I know I have a ton of time save in, this is a restricted area in Backtrack though. So, ton of time save. Shaggy clipped through the bush, but that's
Like
okay.
a clue in the bayou. Groovy.
God. The things they say. I don't think I still haven't heard everything they say yet. Okay. I'm going to climb up here, because up here is our first ingredient. First of several. Where'd the music go? Music. I killed the music. This segment is over when I get the gumbo. Okay, hopefully the alligators aren't mean. He looks like he's gonna be mean. Oh no, he should be okay. Should be able to get up before he snaps. Yeah, no, those alligators hate everything. And they're equally hated. Yeah, because if you die in this segment with this alligator here, if he hits you and it kills you, you have to redo the entirety of the, See, I'm just going to let him hit me this time, because then it takes him a while to reset the... If I can just climb up. Okay, good. It takes a while for his, like, hit detection to reset.
Did you find any food?
So, oh, come on. Oh no, what happened? My stream died? There it is, okay, okay, so at least it's warning me. I lost a couple of seconds due to just bad movement. It's okay. As I said, I have a ton of time save in like the later segments of this. Like a ton of time save. It's faster here to let them hit you because then they have they have like a time where they can't shoot. It also puts you on good cycles with these couple of boats. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any of the clues, because there's a clue on one of the shores. There's a slightly better cycle you can get, but it winds up about the same because this alligator will usually miss you if you can get through there. So these alligator cycles look okay. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I can grab some safety Scooby snacks as to not die. Be off with my shrimp. My shrimp on the bottleby. Okay, he should go down soon. There he goes. This guy should go down soon as well. There he goes. Now let's hope that these alligators over here don't give me too much trouble. He is going to give me trouble if I don't wait him out. I'm going to wait him out. Hopefully that was long enough. He didn't turn around, so I'm good. I just got to hope that he doesn't catch me on this side. Doesn't look like he did. This guy over here, I can't see him. The camera's being weird. Okay, it doesn't look like he can see me. Okay. Now these guys have a really bad, thanks, alligator. They have a really bad, like, cycle. And if you don't let one of them, like, if you don't let them hit you, they'll just, like, tear you apart because you can't get through there really with the cycle they're in. It's a ridiculously difficult to beat cycle. Here's Billy Bob. There's a cutscene explaining why he's here, but we skip that. So all of a sudden he just follows you, and it's creepy. There's an invisible wall over by that where that truck is, and it prevents you from going that way. Otherwise that way would be faster. These cameras like make me sick sometimes, these camera angles. Now, I have like very little health, so I don't want to get hit. Okay, got some Scooby snacks now, so I'm good. Not that I want to get hit still. Because getting hit loses time. But so far, pretty good swamp segment. Follow the truck. Now if you're fast enough, you can beat the truck to the next bridge in any percent, because you make a sharper turn than it. But here you just have to make do with going behind the truck. Grab that clue. And it's actually quite easier to maneuver when the truck's not here, because otherwise the truck can cut you off. As should be obvious, the inside of the trees a little bit faster to run along. You want to try to avoid getting hit. Sometimes when you're running around them, they can stop before they start to shoot. Sometimes they can follow you with their bodies and then shoot. And both usually can hit. Okay, this alligator can be a jerk. Usually by the time the animation is done, he sees you, and then he'll snap at you as you're climbing. Yep. This game doesn't have very precise movements, but the areas where you have to be precise, like, you know. Here we get the swimming clue. It's on that far dock. If this alligator will ignore me. Okay, good. He ignored me. So it's on this dock here. So you always want to climb as close to the edge of the dock as possible, so Scooby doesn't have to walk super far in the flippers, because he's really slow in his flippers. So this alligator likes to turn around and just suddenly attack for no reason, which loses a ton of time. Thankfully I avoided it. Playing it kind of safe, because I don't want to die to any of these segments, and these are some of the most annoying segments if your timing's off. Okay, these guys should both now be on the same cycle, so they should both go down about the same time. Yep. Okay, good. Of course, he's just a bad person, this alligator. I took damage there about half intentionally. I didn't want to miss the other cycle, and I just thought I could scoot by. I thought it was past his range. But as I've said before, these alligators are jerks, so please don't see me spotlight. Okay, I'm just going to play it a little safe. Of course, this might screw me up here. Yep. Okay. Okay. Still not horrible. If I can get through whatchamacallit first try as well, I will be in the clear. If I can get through the motorcycle segment. Thanks for the good luck, Holy. I am in Discord, I believe, if you want to stop by and say hi at any point in time. I will be here all day, so... Oh, how much health do I have? I have enough, okay. Occasionally these guys can shoot through the tent while I'm getting the chicken, and it'll hurt me. This time it didn't. The goal here is to distract these guards, so they do not detect Billy Bob. However, you don't really have to do that. You can just sort of stand around. What I like to do is, when I make sure I have enough health and not gonna die, I like to run around in between the guards, so they shoot each other with their guns. Where'd all the other guards go? There they are. See, look, and they scare each other. It's great. There we go. And I win. So now we start I Want to Fly. You found something interesting, Holy. Let's hear it. Is it, Oh, thanks for the host, Holy Sanctum. I didn't even see that. Here, you use one of the triggers to accelerate. And for the most part, you want to accelerate the whole time. There are a couple places where if you want to play it safe, you can brake a little bit. But for the most part, it's possible to accelerate the entire time. And then you don't have to worry much about gas, because you wind up having enough gas to get through the whole thing. Now, if I can remember exactly where all the dead ends are, I'll be okay. Unfortunately, at the moment, I do not remember where all the dead ends are. Okay, there's sets of dead ends coming. Oh, hi Brony. How are you? Hope all is going well for you. That's usually the dead end that kills me. Unfortunately, this is one of the sections where I can't really read, and I asked Holy what was going on, and he responded, and I can't answer. I can't see it. Okay. How am I doing on gas? Oh, kind of low. Let's grab some. I've never actually run out of gas here, so I don't actually know what happens if you do. So there's an exit to the left coming off, up, and now this is the first thing you have to worry about here. You have to grab a clue, which I missed, so I have to die. PogChamp! And if you let them hit you, you can bounce and... yeah. Because the thing has splash damage. Glad to hear you're doing good, Brony. Hope all of chat is doing good, not just Brony. But Brony specifically. What's wrong with me? This is not the way you're supposed to go. Guess that works okay, though. It is a good game. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for the good luck with the Thon. Left. No, right! It's always right! That one. That one's right! Damn it. When in doubt, go left, but God damn it. I should have known that. I'm on the... I want to fly. I'm on the bayou. I love all the crazy things he says. It's great. Here are the hot peppers. Still doing good on gas, thankfully. Not that gas is ever an issue. I've never had... This is the one where you turn left. I've never had an issue with gas yet. And I don't plan to today. So... That turn can sometimes be sketchy if you don't start it soon enough. Okay, this is where you get the ketchup, and this is the last thing you have to worry about in the minecart ride. It's relatively easy though. As long as you angle it properly, you're fine. And this is the only section where I might slow down a bit for safety, because it can be a little bit sketch. Okay, good. One more room. Oh my god, so much text.
Like, are you scared?
Oh, that was close.
'Cause
Okay.
I'm scared. Hang in there, Scooby-Doo.
Okay, there's a checkpoint there. That's good. That makes me less nervous.
Hold on, Scoob.
Okay, and now we're in the home stretch.
Like, are you scared?
Right?
I am going to save a lot of time. And that's over. Holy crap, we're doing world record pace. Just thought of something. You should have made a schedule. I have a schedule in my head.
I got a zombie. Bye-bye, zombie.
Okay, now here I don't want to stop those zombies from shaking the truck quite yet. I want to catch the couple that spawn over here. While I continue to keep the Tome of Doom. Come on, keep shaking the truck, guys.
One less zombie to worry about.
See, I like it when they shake the truck. These guys are going to scare me instantly. Nothing I can do about that. Because see, now I have to rely on, I had a deathless minecart, holy. Okay, if I can stay close enough, he'll continue to do this breath spray. Instead of the stomp. And if he doesn't stomp, it's better for me if he doesn't stomp. If he could stomp the truck. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Now, as long as I don't run into him and die. Let's get some Scooby snacks from Velma. Please.
All right, Scooby.
Thank you, Velma.
There's plenty more where that came from.
Any Scooby snacks left?
Of course.
Got him. Lost a little bit of time, but that's completely fine. Oh yeah, that would have been smart, Holy. I didn't think about that at all, though. I got to make sure I got all the clues and all the food ingredients in Hambridge. Not sure if I did or not. So there's a trick coming up, the only trick really in this game, called Elevator Early. What Elevator Early is normally you're supposed to go around the whole area, do a bunch of stuff, but you can skip half of that if you can, with a little bit of abuse. Get around this guy. Make sure to grab this clue now. Because of how late you can put those uniforms on away from the box, you can sort of abuse the distance you can actually run here. And you can get all the way to this room over here. And if you can make it all the way into this room, that skips half of this level.
Okay, now let's try to get by unnoticed.
And now from here, unfortunately, I don't do the other part of elevator early, because there's a clue up here that you need for 100%. This is a restricted area.
I found a clue.
Better show it to Velma.
Are you kidding me? Stupid uniforms.
Scientist.
Do, 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 do. It's unfortunate that you only really use the disguises here in this one area. Hi, Summer! Ferathon hype indeed! I have one purple so far in the Ferathon. Puzzle. Another puzzle. Again, puzzles are literally just memorization because they never change. My split background looks amazing. It's just the actual background that I showed you earlier, Summer. I just photoshopped that Master Sword on there. You can probably tell. I photoshopped the Master Sword in the shadow. And made the splits clear. Ooh, he had good aim. I think he's the only one with good, Oh man, I solved that puzzle so quick. This is the only guard, essentially, with good aim. Everyone else is, like, so shit at aiming. Why is he chasing me? Just take a shot! Take the shot! I have no idea either, Holy. I have no idea. I forget. It's been too long. Okay, so here I'm going to do a little bit of risky strats. Yeah, so I just took the background and I photoshopped the Master Sword onto it. Then I made the thing clear. Hopefully this doesn't kill me. Good. Oh. Oh god. That was close. That was too close. Oh my god, that was too close.
A robot.
I want to turn this way. I always have to turn my body to face the direction the robot's facing at that point in time to know which way I have to turn. Because otherwise I just have no idea. That way. Very stressful. Lost a couple of seconds on the risky strats. How did I make it like that? So what I essentially did, Brony, was that's my background art. Like if I were to close the splits, it's the background art. I made my picture background for the split art a plain black picture. Then I color chromed black out and made it so the lines and stuff were slightly off black and didn't get color chromed out. With them not quite color chromed out, you get this effect here. I think you heard something too. I think you did too. Come check it out. Did you find me yet? There you go, you found me. Who's in the lab?
Look, Raggy, a robot.
Where were the security lights? What do you mean? Oh, those security lights are weird. They don't always show up, but they're always in the same place. So I always do that route, and it's always good. Now I gotta go rescue Shaggy as usual.
Zoinks! Hey, Scoob, you're back
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the live split highlights are a certain color. So I noticed when Summer did that, I made something similar with my general color scheme of blue and purple.
Like I've got one.
Oh my god, zombies. Please don't all be over here.
Like I got him. Snag one.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Like gotcha, man. One less zombie to worry.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect catching. I wound up so close and at full mana. Nice. Or full mojo. Okay, there's a slight trick here where you go up here alone with Scooby.
I was so scared.
And if you go here alone with Scooby, right, you don't actually have to run all the way back with the costumes, because now the lab guy will run into Shaggy on the way back with the costumes. So, like, you become the costume, about halfway back, yeah, the cutscene starts, because Shaggy's already down there. Should I safety save? No, I can't do it. I don't want to lose all my time save. Not going to do it. I've never died here before. Not going to start now. Okay. Good call.
Look, Raggy, a robot.
Okay. You've got to be kidding me. That was annoying. An annoying death for, like, no reason, but that's okay.
Like that's one.
Are you kidding me?
That's enough experiments for one.
Okay. Okay. Just concentration. 64. No repeats, no hesitation.
That's one.
Get out of here, Fred. We don't want you here. Okay. Well, that screws up all my cycles, but that's okay. I have slight backups, sort of. If I can get past this laser here. Ah, stupid. Stupid clue. Ah.
Scooby Doo.
Like way to go, Scoob.
Right.
Oh my god, I'm getting hit by everything. Okay, there's a way to actually clip past that. I'm losing all my time save, god damn it. Oh no, why did I do that? Losing all my time save, no. I had a really good segment in my PB, that's why. That's okay. Probably be still ahead a little bit.
Like one more to go, Scoob.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ahead a tiny bit. But it's okay. Not a horrible time loss. Because the real time save comes in this next segment anyway. This shouldn't take 10 minutes. Maybe it should, I don't know. Hell, I don't know how. Are you kidding me? Stupid. Ooh, that rarely happens. Where'd he go? Is that him right there? That is, okay. That's annoying. That was a really bad room. Mystery Mayhem Mondays? Maybe. During summer, yeah. I'll think about that.
Scooby Doo.
I have to make sure to get all the food ingredients. I also have a ton of time save on Purple Ghost. Because Purple Ghost shouldn't take me 4 minutes. Okay, this room. Gotta get that guy before he turns purple!
I got a zombie. Bye-bye, zombie.
But it's free day!
Like dead man running.
Like, no need to fall to pieces over this. Oh, this might take actually the whole time. Darn.
Whoa! Crazy ghost!
Don't go in there, don't go in there.
Pumped it! Like no need to fall to pieces over this. That's a feisty one.
So unfortunately, I am going to have to go fill up on Mojo. If I get good RNG, the zombies will be kind of close, and I can sometimes get some Mojo while actually killing them. But no luck. Because this next section, I have to go in there with full Mojo. Not switch. That's not the button to press. Okay, I'm getting hit instantly by this stupid zombie.
Like whoa!
I don't think I need to fill up Mojo after this room. I think I'm okay. I'll run past it to get a little bit. But I'm pretty sure there's another Mojo thing.
Scooby-Doo!
Raggy.
I think I actually filled it too. I was about to split there for literally no reason. Okay, is this a good room? I forget. Forget how annoying this room is and or isn't. Oh no, this room isn't bad.
Pumped it! Pumped it! Like no need to fall to pieces over this. Like dead man running.
Okay, for the next room I do have to fill up. So... one more. Thank you.
Groovy!
Where'd the purple ghost go? It's purple.
Yeah!
Optimally, the purple ghost will still be blue by that point in time, because now I have to wait for him to come all the way around.
Come to Shaggy. Yes, bye-bye, ghost.
Okay. Not doing horrible. Welcome back, Brony! From Summer. And me.
Like I'm a ghost wrangler. Get it? Can you see that Scooby-Doo pal?
Ah.
Back into the book, zombie.
Okay. Not die to this ghost coming up. These are the only threatening ghosts, because they actually have projectiles they throw at you.
Come to Shaggy.
And he gets aggressive at the last second. But if you're fast enough with the button mashing, he doesn't even get close to hitting you.
Whoa! Crazy ghost!
Come on. Kidding me? Don't turn purple. Thank you.
Oh, crazy ghost!
Bueno, bueno, bueno. 3 minutes to do the next room. Piece of cake. 2 minutes to do the next room. If this were any percent, I could go into the next room with this amount of mojo. But it's 100%, so I really can't. That should be good. Fill up on health. And leave. There's a gold. This could be
You guys
sub 30. Oh my god, get out of the way, guys. Swear to god if I die.
Like I bet the big fire ghost won't like this. I caught alive. Oh, we're dead. All right, man. Like I bet the big fire ghost.
Whoa, what the hell was that? Ah, stupid.
Like I'm a ghost wrangler. Get it? Like that ghost.
Good, 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 good. Very good catches. There's the last ingredient of the game. No, this one. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, I gotta hope that this is actually 100%. Oh, he's got me. Oh god, that's not good. Excuse me.
I caught alive. Ah, we're dead one.
God damn it. Usually good at avoiding him.
Like oh.
Got him. That is a 37, a 137 even. That is that is world record. Unless I missed stuff, which I don't think I did. Hopefully I didn't at least.